We're having a look at angles this week. So let's just remind ourselves of the rules. We have angles around a point. They always add up to 360 degrees. So all of these different little angles added together will make 360. We have angles in a quadrilateral. They also add up to 360. Remember, a quadrilateral is any four-sided shape. No matter what type of four-sided shape, they're always going to add up to 360 degrees. Here we have angles on a straight line, and they add up to 180 degrees. So A plus B will be 180. Angles in a triangle, they also add up to 180. And I'm just going to remind you of the different triangles here. So we have an equilateral triangle. That means that all three of these sides and all three of the angles are the same. So we would do 180 divided by 3, which would give us 60. So every angle in this equilateral triangle must be 60 degrees. So this would be 60, 60, 60. This is an isosceles triangle. Remember, it's got two sides the same. So these two sides here are the same. That also means that the two angles will be the same down the bottom here. This is our scalene triangle, where we have all different sides and all different angles. And we also have right angle triangles. Remember, they're not going to tell you that this is 90. You've got to remember that this here means 90 degrees in this right angle triangle. And then finally, the last ones we're looking at are vertically opposite angles, and they are equal. So A is opposite to C, they're equal, and then D and B are another equal pair. So let's look at some examples. So we have this triangle, an isosceles. So that means that this angle here will also be 50 degrees. Then we can just take away from 180, because we know the whole thing makes 180. So we'll take away the 50 we have here and the 50 we have here. So that means that B must be 80 degrees. Here, we've got our right angle, remember 90 degrees. We know that the total around these points is going to be 360. So we're just going to again take away all the things we know from 360, and that will leave us with C being 150 degrees. Okay, we've got some more difficult ones now, so ones that require a few more steps. So the first thing we'll do on this one is we're going to look for the missing angles in the triangle. So that one there is going to be 65. As remember, it's an isosceles, so the two are the same. Then if we take away both of those 65s from 180, that would give us 50 degrees. So this one at the top, it must be 50. Now those up there, they make angles around a point. So round here, that would make a rounder point. So we'll do 360, take away the 50 that we just found. So B must be 310 degrees. So here we'll find the missing angle in the quadrilateral first. We know that our quadrilateral adds up to 360. So again, just take away all the things we already have. That means that one down there must be 112 degrees. Then what you have is those two angles at the bottom, those two there, they're making a straight line. So they must make 180 altogether. So if we take away the 112 that we just found from 180, that means that Y must equal 68 degrees. And then over here, we're going to find the angle on the straight line first. So again, those two there, they make a straight line. So we're going to take it away from 180. So that means that that little one in there must be 70. Then we know that these two angles are going to be the same, these two here, because remember it's an isosceles. So if we already have 70, we're going to take that away from our 180, that's this going to be this triangle. Take away the 70, leaves us with 110. And if we know that these two have to be the same, well, we need to split that 110 up into 2 then, divide it by 2. So X must be 55 degrees. Here are your tasks. So key stage 3, your CGP guides have not got any questions again. So please have a look at these links below. Key stage 4, you've got quite a few questions in your books. and then have a look at these links, try and get onto these exam style questions at the end.